Welcome to Gaming with Magus. I am Magus, and we're going to react to Season 18, new stadium changes, the Season 18 developer update, and of course, the Season 18 Mythic gameplay trailer. So join me on this as we look into this and do a reaction what I think about that. Okay, here we go. Okay.
Winston reporting in. My research shows big changes coming to Stadium.
Okay.
Ooh, I've been waiting for this.
What we got?
Okay, team.
New heroes. Okay.
Let's jump in.
Nice. New stadium payload race.
My
Oh,
mind
nice.
is racing with possibilities.
Oh, neat.
Time to roll up my sleeves.
Nice. Ooh. Captain America style? Tracer
glad
coming
you could
mid-season?
make
Just in time.
Nice. Oh, that's going to make it
Think you
interesting.
can keep up with me?
it. Such
And
confidence.
rewards. Okay.
Shall we go another round?
Stadium draft? Really?
Wow, they're making waves. One day, that'll be me.
The new hero.
Until then, time to dive back into training.
Is he going to be in Stadium 2? New perks for every hero.
Seems like I'm not the only
Aha,
one getting
nice.
stronger.
Nice.
Here we go.
Cool. Quick play. What? Persona 5? Let's go. Alright. That was cool. Let's go to the developer update.
Hello, everyone. This has been a big year for Overwatch 2, and Season 18 is going to be one of the biggest so far.
Okay.
We've got several of our devs here to talk through some of the cool things headed your way. But as we can't cover everything in a dev update, here's a quick list of stuff coming when the season launches on August 26th.
Cool.
An advanced hero info panel, an updated first-time user experience with all heroes available to new players, an improved progression system with new rewards, and a new collab, and a new support hero, Roadhog changes,
Jeez.
a competitive rank soft reset, more perks, and Stadium gets 3 heroes coming with 1 more at mid-season, and a new payload race mode featuring 2 new maps, a draft mode for Stadium, Stadium quick play with crossplay enabled, and Stadium endorsements. There will also be the return of Lucio Ball, but this time in 3P. Amazing new skin themes including Pool Party, Floral Gods, and Neo Streetwear, and some brilliant work from the animation team that includes the new universal emote that can be equipped on every hero, and a skateboard emote for Kuriko that lets you roam around the map, and brilliant work on the new Cassidy Mythic Weapon skin. Speaking of Mythics, Sojourn has this season's Mythic Hero skin.
Wow. It's a lot. I like the way he did that. That's funny.
Alongside the soft rank reset, we are also introducing the brand new
Goof.
Galactic competitive skin. And across all game modes, we'll now have a new lever forgiveness system where you won't receive any negative hits to your ranking if someone leaves a match early from your team. And we are
That's good.
introducing new mouse and keyboard functionality for consoles. This will improve accessibility for players that can't use controllers, while also giving more options for how console players compete. But to keep things competitively fair, all console players who use this will be added to the PC pool of players.
Okay.
Oh, and a new hero status website where you can check hero pick, win, and ban rates for the core modes. Okay, that is a lot, and this is just the introduction. So let's hand it over to some of our amazing developers who will go into more detail on a few of the things I just listed. I need some more water.
Hey everyone, let's talk heroes. First up, our newest support
Like the
hero is
shirt.
Wu Yang. He's a blast to play and we hope everyone had a great time testing him during last weekend's hero trial. For those who
I was
weren't
out,
able to jump in and
didn't
try
get
him
a
out,
chance.
Wu Yang brings a unique skill set to the battlefield. You'll be manipulating water while playing from a distance, refreshing allies and drowning enemies. His primary fire is a controllable water orb. You can either launch it with a quick shot or guide it midair towards your target. It's kind of like a laser-guided missile. Super satisfying to use and unlike anything we've done before.
Yes,
it's
very
the core
different.
of his kit and everything else builds around it. Restorative Stream places a ring of water around allies for consistent passive healing while maintaining line of sight.
Okay, so
You can
not
also
like
amp
Mercy.
up the healing by holding down your secondary
Oh, you
fire.
can.
But be careful as that drains its own healing resource. What would a water-themed hero be without the ability to harness waves? Rushing Torrent gives Wu Yang a movement speed boost and bonus jump height, while Guardian Wave summons a current to give a healing boost to allies and knock back enemies.
Okay.
And finally, his ult, Tidal Blast, protects either a teammate or yourself with a shield of water that will detonate after a short duration, knocking down enemies and giving the host a massive heal. Visually, Wu Yang is stunning.
That's interesting
Our team
and
put a
different.
ton of work into the water shader tech to make sure it feels fluid and expressive while still fitting within Overwatch's stylized look. It's one of the most technically ambitious visuals
I
we've
would
done
say.
for a hero. In addition to a new hero, we're also making some changes to Roadhog.
Of course.
It's a return to a more classic Roadhog feel, with a few
Really?
tweaks to keep him balanced, as we're reverting some of the changes from his last rework. The trap is gone, and his scrap gun secondary is back, to give him more impact at medium range. Take a Breather is moving to your Ability 2 button, so you still have that survivability with the updated scrap gun. The trap was an interesting experiment, but it didn't land the way we had hoped. This update brings back the playstyle players love, while still refining it for today's game. And finally, let's talk about perks. We've got a big refresh coming in Season 18. We're adding over 60 new perks this season. Every hero is getting at least one new perk, and we focused on making them more fun, more impactful, and more aligned with each hero's identity. Perks are one of the biggest
good.
changes we ever made to Overwatch, and the team has learned quite a lot since they rolled out in Season 15.
Yep.
One of the biggest lessons we learned is that players tend to prefer when perks give you something cool without limiting your gameplay. This season, we're leaning more into perks that feel good to pick with a greater focus on what is fun. Some of our favorites, you can have Torbjorn run faster with his hammer out. It's called Hammer Time, and yes, it's as fun as it sounds. Moira's new reversal perk lets you reverse the direction on her biotic orb by activating it mid-flight. And Wrecking Ball now gets a protective bubble when he uses Adaptive Barrier. We want perks to
that's
feel
cool.
exciting, transformative, and worth experimenting with. We can't wait to see how you respond to all of these changes once the season goes live.
Okay.
Now let's throw it over to our system design team for some great updates on what they've been working on.
Okay.
Wu Yang looks incredible. And now with Progression 2.0 dropping in Season 18, it's a better time than ever to pick up a new hero.
That's right, Brian. I'm so glad you mentioned that. What a succinct and professional segue. It's almost like we wrote that. You heard that right. With Season 18, we're massively upgrading the way you experience hero progression. We know how much players care about their favorite heroes, and we want the game and other players to recognize the effort you put into mastering them. I know what you're thinking, Brian. Please stop freaking out. You won't lose any progress with this update. All your hero levels are carrying over just as they are. No wipe or reset. Furthermore, each hero has an upgraded track of rewards, offering hero-specific cosmetics and even legendary loot boxes. But let's get to the real star of this system.
Really?
With Progression 2.0, at hero levels 20, 40, and 60, you'll see the frame around your hero portrait upgrade. They'll
Okay.
evolve into something shinier and more spectacular. These frames will be visible on the Hero Select and Kill Cam screens to start, letting you flex your dedication to your favorite heroes.
Okay.
And yes, that means if you were level 20 on any hero right now, you will have the first new border on day one.
That's cool.
And if you're starting out a new hero, like our buddy Wu Yang there, it should take you roughly 20 hours to hit hero level 20.
All right, it's that time of the year again. Comp will have their mid-year soft rank reset. But this time we will be introducing a new system we call Hero Skill Rating. For the first time ever, we'll be able to see how you rank on individual heroes in competitive. It's a whole new way to track your growth, and yeah, it might even surprise you. Here's how it works. After each rank reset, once you finish your placement, hero placements unlock, and the goal now is to get Hero SR. Just play a hero for at least 3 minutes in 5 different matches. That's it.
So simple.
You'll be actively gaining or losing SR for each hero you play as you try to reach new heights this competitive year. So maybe you're a gold overall, but you're a plat Reinhardt.
I am not.
That's a flex. And that's not just about bragging rights. The system helps you double down on your best heroes or figure out where you've got room to grow. It's personal, actionable, and that's a great way for you to level up your game. Lastly, every rank reset, your hero SR will reset, so let's make this year huge.
Oh, it's personal, all right. I can't wait to see how bronze I am on all my favorite heroes. Now for the stat nerds in the room. We get very hyped for stats here. We've got an update that we've wanted to tackle for a while. The aim is to give players better tools to analyze and understand the game in more detail.
Yeah.
We call it the Advanced Info Panel. If you can't remember whether Soldier 76's gun does 19 or 20 damage per bullet, this is for you. We're surfacing real-time stats in-game. I'm talking about healing over time, cooldown modifiers, movement bonuses, all the detailed stats you could ask for right there at your fingertips. No
nice.
more guessing, no more tabbing out to YouTube. Whether you're learning a new hero or trying to squeeze every bit of value out of your main, this is going to make that process way easier.
That makes sense.
I just want to say,
I mean,
we're
obviously
finally
a lot of
hitting
work.
Gavin's wish list feature.
Charming.
I know you may love Stadium rank rewards, so this season we're adding 3 new Elite skins, 1 new All-Star skin, and that's just for Stadium. We heard you ask for more rank rewards, so for the first time, Core Competitive is getting a skin reward. This year's skin is Freya, decked out in Galactic.
That is a sick skin.
All right, that's it from us from System Design Team. Let's throw it over to Connor
And the legendary Larry Pickle himself.
to talk about Stadium.
Thanks, guys. Hey, everyone. We have a lot coming to Stadium in Season 18, more than we even have time to share today.
So to kick things off, we are introducing a new quick play version of Stadium. Quick play is for those looking for a faster, more accessible version of Stadium without having to worry about their rank. Quick play will be best of 5 and have accelerated power progression to compensate for having fewer rounds. Powers will unlock on rounds 1, 2, 3, and 5, and you'll earn more cash from damage and healing, as well as passively. Quick play will also finally allow for cross-platform play. Now you and
That's
your
good.
friends can all join up regardless of whether you're playing on PC or console. Quick play will also have backfill to help deal with levers, which we expect more of in quick play. A player who backfills into the Stadium match will be able to catch up immediately. You'll be given currency equal to the average of the team you're joining and be given time in the shop to pick powers and buy items. Along with the launch of Quick Play, we're also now requiring players to win 10 Quick Play matches in Stadium before being able to join comp, so new Stadium players aren't jumping straight into competitive.
And speaking of competitive, we have an all-new system coming to competitive Stadium. We have Hero Draft, which is going to be replacing the normal hero selection. In the Hero Draft, you're going to be taking turns with the enemy team, picking heroes going back and forth. You'll be able to react to what your opponents are picking and what your teammates are picking. We're hoping to add a strategic layer
interesting.
and more agency to the hero selection in a game of Stadium. Some of the cool things you'll be able to do in a draft are you'll be able to swap positions with your teammates, so you'll be able to strategize and decide if you want to pick later or earlier in the draft. We're also going to have no mirror matchups for the first time in Overwatch. This is going to be in competitive Stadium only, so you can still play mirrors in quick play, but it really adds a lot of strategy to the hero picking. And that's not all we have coming to Stadium.
One of the biggest additions this season is a new game mode, Payload Race. It's a double payload escort mode, where each team will be pushing their own payload. Whoever gets theirs furthest or docks it first at the finish line wins. Along the way, there are checkpoints, an intense final stretch when you get close to the end, and UI that tracks each team's progress so you can easily understand what's going on. This is the first time we've had 2 objectives active at once, so teams have to balance between pushing your own payload or stopping the enemies. It's a bit more complex than our other game modes, but there's a ton of strategy and depth we hope you'll discover and enjoy. Payload Race is launching with 2 new maps, the Thames District and the Powder Keg Mine, which are set close to Kings Row and Route 66 respectively.
This season, we're releasing 3 new heroes into Stadium: Winston, Brigitte, and Pharah. Winston's kit is all about electric synergies. One of his powers, Tesla Field, causes his barrier to deal electric damage to enemies standing inside of it. Another one of his powers grants him a personal mini barrier, which would also deal damage for double the shock value. And of course, we've got a perk favorite, Chain Lightning, which allows your secondary fire to chain to multiple enemies. It's all about dealing out tons of that electric damage and getting benefits for doing so. We're really leaning into that electric fantasy.
For Brig, she's got a Berserker style build centered around Whirl Whip, a power that gives her a 360 flail attack like a helicopter.
That's so cool.
This build wants to be brawling in the middle of combat, hitting as many enemies as possible with large 360 swings.
It makes sense to her.
There's also a repair pack build for easy, consistent healing that will help make Brig more accessible to newer players. My favorite though is the whip shot build. It gives you a much longer whip shot that can light enemies on fire. It really helps Brig in matchups that she typically struggles with, like flyers that she doesn't have the range to hit typically, like Pharah.
Speaking of Pharah, her flashiest build is probably a tanky rocket barrage build. In this build, you'll have access to more frequent rocket barrages that last longer and allow you to move while you're using them. You'll be floating across the sky slowly like a battle cruiser, raining down missiles on your opponents.
That's kind of funny.
There's a large amount of flexibility in the weapon builds as well. The weapon builds are built all around landing direct hits and getting payoffs for it.
Okay.
You'll even have the ability to turn your primary fire into a volley that fires 3 rockets in quick succession. And for the OG Pharah fans, you'll be able to get a lot more fuel, especially if you land direct hits. And then you'll be able to stay in the air for much longer.
Speaking of flying heroes, we're adding a couple new cheap general item options in Season 18 that will help players deal with flyers and long-range bursts, especially earlier in the match.
Okay.
We're also buffing some of the weaker general items that haven't been too popular. Our goal here is to make the armory feel like a toolbox, where you have the agency to deal with whatever enemy heroes the game throws at you. This will be an ongoing process, and we have additional plans in the future to allow you to adapt even more within the armory.
We've also got some power and item reworks for Ana, Cassidy, and Mercy to help increase their build variety, as well as a host of other balance changes. Besides that, we've got a new Oasis control map, and we are adding a new melee range indicator when playing in 3P to make it easier for you to know when your quick melees will land.
And of course, Tracers coming to Stadium in the mid-season update. We'll have more to share on her very soon. Thank you for joining us for the Season 18 Dev Update. We'll see you in Stadium.
Cool. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, that's going to be popular. Let's go. All right. And then the last thing we got here going on is going to be the Mythic. Whoa. What? Mythic gameplay? Ultraviolet? You're really going all robot out.
Time to show them the full spectrum of justice.
Oh, wow.
All systems go! We shine together. All of us.
Oh, wow.
Always room for improvement.
Blazing Sunsetter. Oh, that's cool.
How do you like me now?
Oh, I love that effect. That's cool. I'm sure Flats is liking that. So, what do I think? Well, I think that I'm liking what I'm seeing with the updates that they're doing. Obviously, they're doing new perks, which they needed to do. Some of them kind of didn't hit all that great, but it was a good idea. And I like the fact that they're not sitting on the laurels and looking to change it up, if nothing else, to improve things or make things a little bit better. Also, they are working towards improving and expanding Stadium. So Stadium is its own separate thing, which is very interesting. You should try it. It's got an announcer and everything else like that. And it's not over right away. Like, you can come back, you can do different abilities, and it's really neat. And you can't change your heroes, right? The whole draft thing sounds very interesting. That'll add a level of depth in the switching, and I think that's going to make it really interesting. Also, I like what they're doing on bringing extra heroes into Stadium, which is good. I know originally they were like, hey, look, we're only doing so many. I'm thinking they have enough heroes now that they're doing the non-mirror thing for competitive, which, again, is cool, makes it interesting. Also adds strategic value, right? Like, do you swap and make sure you get your pick because you got someone's really good at a certain character? Because if you take it, then they can't have it, right? So that's kind of cool. Also, just liking every little bit of thing. I think the Roadhog change, I think, is important. The trap was kind of annoying, was okay, but I think changing it back allows you to be more nuanced with Hog and have more gameplay options. Obviously, they kept Take a Breather and what it does. That hasn't changed. But of course, I don't know if that's enough variety for Hog, or maybe that's good enough. It's entirely up to them, but we'll see. They could always make a change and do something. The new Mythic skin looks interesting. Didn't look a whole lot different. I didn't really get a chance to really look at that last bit of it. Is interesting, but I really like the Cassidy gun, how it does that one special effect. Kind of reminds me of the Reinhardt thing to a certain extent, but just way more satisfying if you take someone out, which is kind of cool. But so far, so good. And of course, you got the new hero, obviously, in this season. So, if you like what you saw, give me a like, follow, and subscribe. And of course, you should know that I stream every Monday, Wednesday, Thursday at twitch.tv/GameWithMag. I also stream on YouTube, Rumble, and Kick. And of course, you should follow me on social media, where it's Facebook, Instagram, or X. That way, if something changes, you know what's going on, or if I do unscheduled Overwatch stream. On top of the fact, you can use those platforms to make suggestions on games I play in the future. Till next time, stay adventurous.